It's nice here. I get to look out. I get to see life. That's why I bought this flat after Mary died. Somewhere to look out and see a bit of life. I fell for Mary the first time I laid eyes on her, and she seemed to like me too. We were together a long time, but I think it seemed longer to her. After she went, I sold the old place and moved here. I didn't need a garden. I don't like flowers. The garden was for Mary, really, and she loved it. She spent a lot of time in the garden. "Come on, Mary, come in, or you'll catch your death of cold." But she liked being outside, and she knew her own mind. I preferred to be inside in the warm. We used to go for long walks before her legs gave way. Arthritis, they said, but I think it was just old age. There's always something gets you in the end. But she's gone now, and I miss her. She wouldn't have liked this place. Too small. When you look out of the window, you can see the park. Not that anyone goes there anymore, it's all fenced off. I used to watch the kiddies play on the equipment while their mothers sat on the benches and drank coffee. I said to Mary, one of those kiddies is going to have a nasty accident one day and it'll be only me that notices. I still talk to Mary sometimes, even though she isn't here. People might think I'm a bit soft in the head, but I don't care. She doesn't always talk back to me, though. Mind you, she didn't communicate much when she was alive, always kept her own counsel, as they say. Still, she was good company. There's no one on the street just now. It's very quiet. I tried to wave to the postman, but he hasn't stopped here for a while. Just shoots past on his bike like a man trying to get home for his tea. Though I did get a letter a couple of months ago. It was from the government. I don't often get letters from the government, so I knew it had to be something important. I opened it in the kitchen. "Dear Mr. Peters," it said, "I'm writing to inform you..." Well, I stopped reading right there. What kind of fool begins a letter with "I am writing"? I mean, it's obvious that you're writing, otherwise there wouldn't be ink on the page. It's just a waste of words. When I finally got round to reading it, it said that I had been identified as being at risk in the current emergency and that I was required to stay home until otherwise advised. It was a bit of a shock, I can tell you. It's not every day you get a letter from the government, even a poorly written one, and you need to take notice. I haven't been outside for weeks. There's no sign of it yet, the home delivery van. They usually come at about 2 o'clock, prioritised for at-risk persons. It's only 11:15, but I don't want to miss them. They leave the shopping at the door. They don't come in. They just ring the bell and run away. It reminds me of that game the children used to play, Knock Down Ginger, we used to call it. Some of the other kids used to knock on our front door and run away as fast as they could. I used to think it was someone coming to ask me out to play, and I'd get up and I'd go to the door and there'd be nobody there. "Who's that at the door?" Mother would call from her chair in the sitting room from which she never moved. "You're not going out, Thomas. You're not to go near that road." I didn't go anywhere. There was no one to go out with. I stayed indoors and waited for Mother to take me to the park. Not that she ever did. They leave it in reusable bags, you know, on the doorstep. There's a lot of plastic and you have to worry about the fish. It's a bit like Christmas, except of course you know what's in the parcels because you ordered the items yourself. I don't buy much, not on a pension. Just some staples for the week and a little treat for Saturday afternoon when I'm watching the television. Chocolate is my favourite. You don't always get what you ordered though. They don't always have it. And that's when they have a thing called product substitution. It's when you want to buy something and they don't have it in stock, so they send you something else instead. I always did the shopping midweek when I used to go out. They were never too busy for a chat on a Wednesday. The girl at the counter would ask me how my day had been and if I had anything planned for the rest of the week. I didn't, but it was nice of her to ask. I used to enjoy Wednesdays. There's a little dog out there on the pavement, sniffing around on the base of the tree. He looks happy out there in the fresh air, going backwards and forwards without a care in the world. There's nobody with it though. I hope it doesn't get hurt. I hope it doesn't go near the road. Don't go near the road, Mary. Don't go near the road. I'll put it away in a minute. The shopping. No rush. It's not like I'm going anywhere. They left it on the doorstep and rang the bell. I thought I might get to the door before they left, but they were too quick. Maybe I'll catch them next week. They give you a list, you know, of all the items that they've brought. One of the staff goes round with a trolley and picks out all the things you've ordered. They're quite good at it, but it's not the same as doing it yourself. I like to choose things with a long use-by date and apples with spots on them, just like Joni Mitchell said. Sometimes, when they haven't got what you ordered, they like to pick something else for you. I ordered a bar of plain chocolate for my Saturday treat last week, and they sent me fruit and nut at no extra cost. I felt quite special. You can leave them little notes if you want to help with the selection. I don't. It's quite exciting to see what they choose. I mean, you order broccoli and they send cauliflower. It's hardly the end of the world, is it? The mother didn't like cauliflower. I don't like to make a fuss. There's quite a few substitutes on today's list. No cheddar cheese. They sent me something called Gouda. I'm not sure what that is. They sent the wrong biscuits too. Their own brand. I expect they'll have been on the shelf for a long time. And the eggs? They sent the wrong eggs. That's the last of the shopping, all except one bag. That'll be the eggs. I ordered 6 and they've sent me a dozen. They always put the eggs in a separate bag to keep them safe. I like eggs. Such a versatile food. Go to work on an egg, Mother used to say. Not that she ever went out of the house. They look after the hens really well, you know, these days. They get to go out into the sunshine and wander around with the other hens. They don't keep them cooped up inside all day. I heard that when they were all inside together, the birds used to fight and kill each other. It were terrible bloodshed. But they used to lay cheaper eggs, though. You could get 12 for the price of 6. But I wouldn't buy them. No. It's better when the birds get to go out into the open the way that nature intended. Free range, that's what they call it. It means that they get to go outside. Caged eggs, it's not right. I wonder if Mother would have approved, though.